Hello everyone and welcome back to another Nerd Break live stream. I am as always your host, Joseph the Broseph. And today we are back with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Ultimate Switch 1 edition with the booster course pass and other assorted things. But if you're new here or you just haven't already, please don't forget to hit that like button as well as subscribe to the channel. That way you don't miss out on any of the future streams. But let's go ahead and do some shout outs, shall we? Because I already see that there's somebody in here. So yeah, big shout out there to Elemental, Sir Nerd the Third, and I know Gaming Legend is here somewhere. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? By the way, vote in the poll. Let me know if you're planning on trying out Pictonico. Or is it Pictonico? Whatever. That thing that got announced late last night, and I got around to making a short about earlier. So yeah, I actually didn't really say a whole lot in that short, so Rassi1 Pro, hello, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Looking for dragon. Looking for dragon. I have bunny and egg trade. Okay, whatever. Gaming Legend, hello, you're doing great, that's good, I am doing good too. But yeah, the room is already open. If anybody would like to join, you are more than welcome to. I don't know who that is currently in the room, but someone's already in here. Elemental, I have no idea what that person was saying. I have no idea. That's just too weird. So yeah, I started streaming a little early. Hopefully we get people in here. Actually, it's right on time. Hello there, Joseph. My game is coming tomorrow. Yippee! Yippee! Yay! Sir Nerd gets Tomodachi Life. And just before a Tomodachi Life stream. Nice. Walker Pierce, hello, welcome to the stream. How you doing? I don't know what Gaming Legend, I don't know what they're talking about either. And I probably won't download it unless it becomes a My Nintendo Points affiliated thing, in which case I might do it. I mean, that's a fair enough thing. I am curious how they're gonna work it, this Pictonico thing. Oh wait, no, the person's still there. Who is in the room, by the way? Is that you, Gaming Legend? Walker, you are well. That's good. If you'd like to join, you're more than welcome to. Hop on in here. We need more people. So, I read up on Pictonico and before I made the video, and how it's evidently gonna work as far as how the game is you can play 3 mini games for free, and after that you have to buy more mini games. So I'm planning on trying it. I don't expect to spend money on it, just because I don't typically spend money on mobile games anyways. I didn't buy the Super Mario Run game. I haven't spent a dime on Fire Emblem. And the only game I did wind up spending any money on was $10 on Pokemon TCG Pocket. And that was for the 1 month pass thing. I did that for 1 month and then I never did it again. So From what I know, Nico is like Face Raiders from the 3DS and WarioWare combined. Nick Gamer, hello, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Gaming Legend, you are the Peach me. Okay, cool. And Walker, you are in. Nick Gamer, if you would like to join, you're more than welcome to. I am. If you don't join in the next couple of seconds, I am going to get started here, but you can catch up. It's no worries there. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of that Sir Nerd from my exposure to it, and that's probably the best way of looking at it. I definitely see the WarioWare stuff because pretty much everything they've shown is from WarioWare as far as the mini games, and Face Raider element is just the picture taking. So I bought Run because it was a one-time payment, and I want to encourage that business model, and I can understand that, and I'm actually perfectly fine with that when it comes to mobile games. There is one other mobile game that I've spent a little bit of money on, but generally I don't spend money on mobile games, and that's really all there is to say about that for me. I don't think these endless season passes and all that, especially on mobile games, because you don't actually physically own anything. And that's the part that really bugs me. But, alright, we're just gonna go ahead and dive in and get started. What do I want to pick first? Mute City, that's where I'm gonna start. But I can understand that, and it kind of sounds like at least Picto Nico is gonna be a somewhat similar idea from Mario Run. You're gonna be paying for the mini games. Now, my concern is how much they're gonna cost. I mean, if it's $1 for several mini games, like say it's $1 for like 5 mini games, that might be worth it, depending on how good the mini games are. But honestly, I just don't see a need. I really don't. Ow, I got shelved. Darn it. So we'll see. I think that in the current day and age that we live in, that this could be a big hit, especially with people that aren't used to the WarioWare-esque style of minigame, microgame stuff. Or people that just see it and go, oh hey, that's zany and crazy. I think it could be a big hit that way. What the heck am I doing? I let myself not pay attention to the game for a few seconds, and I fell off the map. Oh, brother. Oh well, it's still early. I had an item and then I lost it. What the heck am I doing? I am turning way too hard. I am doing very poorly. Oh gosh. Time to get serious. Ah, darn it. I really need to catch up here. Okay, there we go. Bullet bill. Maybe that'll help put me into third. Good, I'm in third. That's where I need to be. Alright, there we go. I'll take that. Good game, good game. How would I hypothetically fix my attention span to read books again without going full cold turkey on it? I'm not good at trying to figure out how to fix attention spans, honestly. But I will tell you this. One of the worst things for your attention span is social media. So, and it's because social media and particular certain types of video games cause that dopamine hit, and that causes the attention span to go wackadoodle. So getting yourself out of social media and away from certain things. I'm not saying completely stop watching YouTube and stuff like that, but definitely limiting things like that would be a good start. And just set aside dedicated time to read. That's what I do. I just set aside dedicated time to read every day. There's time I make. Even if you only do like 15 minutes to a half hour, just doing that dedicated time to do that thing really helps. That's really about all the advice I can personally give. As a YouTuber, as someone who's on YouTube and trying to build a YouTube community, it's hard for me to say, oh yeah, don't watch YouTube ever because it's bad for you. It's like, that's counterproductive to what I'm trying to do. Because I need the help. Heck. Boost pad there, darn it. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna get out third, but ooh, do I stand a chance of getting out third? Nope. Darn. Good game, good game. So I was on to something when I tried to go on a walk once a day without any music playing. Yeah, honestly, disconnecting from digital stuff is important. I'll be the first to admit that. Because when I would walk, when I'm outside and I don't have, not plugged into things, because when I walk, I don't put on any music, it's just me and the walking. That helps. That helps unspool the mind. They say that you need time away from electronics and stuff, and it's a big thing. I don't personally do this, but they say you should shut off all your electronics like an hour before you go to bed. I don't shut them off, but I do use the wind down feature about a half hour before I go to bed. Or thereabouts. An hour before bed, I'm typically trying to read. And it doesn't necessarily matter what you're reading. Preferably something that's not going to get you riled up. Doing that again. Alright, you darn computer. Get out of my way. Joseph is coming through. Maybe I outran whatever that was coming after me. Ah, darn. Oh, well, okay, just miss all those item boxes so I don't get Luigi. Ah, I got zappered. Out of the way, Koopelling. I guess third. Also, I tried to make a streak for it. Wait, what? Huh. Yeah, I am definitely not saying give up on listening to music and stuff. I'm just saying that if you can create dedicated time to shut things off, to take a break away from electronic stuff, it's really, really beneficial. And as for the whole sleeping thing, I know that there are people that have to have some kind of background noise in order to sleep. And it's a funny story. So back when I was working, the TV was on in the break room. And there was a guy that was sleeping on the sofa in front of the TV, and I thought, nobody's watching this. I really don't want to listen to it. So I went and I turned the TV off, and you know what that did? That caused the guy to wake up. It's like, why did you turn the TV off? It's like, nobody's watching it. You were asleep. So the TV came back on because that's how he could sleep. Like, I don't begin to understand that. But evidently background noise of some kind is beneficial for some people for sleeping. And for me, that's not the case. I have to have like dead silence, dark. I get disturbed easily. I can't sleep if there's background noise. So if people are playing loud music, like they can do it on odd occasions till who knows when, it disturbs me. I can't take it. So that's a whole nother discussion. got hit by lightning. Ah, darn, I chose the wrong side. Come back here, gaming legend. Come on, red shells. Of course not. Yeah, good game, good game. Yeah, I try to make a streak for walking without music, which is tough even for me. If you can find a way to try and break out of it and let your mind process what's around you, it's so beneficial. Good game, everyone. Good game. Alright, again, if you're watching, please don't forget to hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. But also, you can join. You're more than welcome to join. I don't know, if nobody else pops up, this might wind up being one of the shorter streams. We'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and do another round here in just a second. We got 3 likes on the short side and 3 people watching, maybe? And then 4 likes and 5 people watching. Alright. 1 more like on the regular stream, please. Come on, let's go. 5 likes. Yes? No? Maybe? I'm getting a sinking feeling again. Yeah, definitely getting a sinking feeling. So I guess it's just you and me, gaming legend, for the moment. Now I do realize that not all of you have the game, or some of you can't play the game for extenuating circumstances. I'm hopping off because I need to make dinner. Have a good stream. Okay, Walker, enjoy your dinner. I hope to see you again soon. Yeah, I guess just you and me, gaming legend. Maybe somebody else will hop on here in a while. Let's see here. What should we do? Oh gosh, let's try mirror. Let's try mirror race. I only mentioned this because I keep eyeing that Tolkien book I got forever ago, and I don't trust my current attention span to get through at least 3 pages of it. Yeah, setting aside the time to disconnect is what you really need. It kind of depends on what's causing the distractions in your mind. If it's your own thoughts, that's one thing. If it's your own thoughts, walking, letting your mind unspool is a good way to get that out. If it's your brain is jumping to this, that, and the other, that's social media. There is a difference. Because I recognize that in myself. But typically, if it's something that's of interest to me and I start reading it, I can go for a bit. So it kind of depends. Mirror races, this is gonna get interesting. Oh no, not the California stage. No, maybe this isn't California. How'd I miss the item boxes? Wow, I'm missing everything. Coins, item boxes, all 9 yards. There we go. Well, since there's nobody else here racing, that means at the very least I'll get 6th, maybe. Or 6th, oh gosh. 2nd, I meant 2nd. I should get 2nd. Ah, I'm in 1st for a few seconds. Ow. For a very few seconds. Come back here, gaming legend. I want 1st again. Darn it. This is the, I don't actually know which track this is. Ah, darn. Oh, crap. No! No! Oh, you're kidding! I got 4th! That is not fair. Bro Jose, hello! Welcome to the stream. How you doing? That is so not fair. I should have had 2nd and instead I got 4th. That is wrong on so many levels. I can't stand it. I just can't stand it. That was my 2nd place and I lost it. Joseph, my nat type won't let me join. Yeah, I wonder how you fix that. That's what I was saying when I said that some of you have extenuating circumstances, Elemental. Because that would be an extenuating circumstance. Come on, Gaming Legend, you know you want to let me... You know you want to let me get 1st. You know you do. Come on, be kind. Be kind to your Broseph friend. See? Thank you. Thank you for being kind. Ah, what the? How did you? What the heck? That didn't jump in front of me. Oh gosh, I am doing terrible. Ah! Evil enemy. I should have fired the red shell sooner. Good game, good game. Have I responded to what? No, I missed you saying that, Sir Nerd. Bro Jose, you're doing good? That's good. I am doing good too. I've also been tempted to say screw it and dive right in, Devil be I mean, you should. You should just start reading it. I got second at least. I'll take second. Oh gosh. I feel like I'm just doing really terrible. Oh no. No. Who else joined? Please, no, Bro Jose. Let me get second. Please, come on. Don't break my good thing going here. Don't be mean to me. Be kind to the Broseph. Ah, crud. Of course, if the Broseph falls off the stage, then... just sadness. Get head in game. Let's do better. Yay, I made the jump. I can be good at Mario Kart if I want to. Yes! Oh, shoot! No! I was about to pass Bro Jose. No! Come on, game. Don't be mean to me. Darn! Third. Good game. Good game. No, Bro Jose, that is so not fair. Gaming Legends, you just lapped. How did you just lap a CPU? What the heck? Oh gosh. So I showed it in Discord yesterday. I bought Coconut Mall. No, we already did this. We already did Coconut Mall. Darn it. Yeah, I showed it in Discord last night. I got the Piranha Plant Switch 2 camera. And there's only really one reason. Well, there's a couple of reasons I did it. But the big one, because I wasn't planning on getting a Switch 2 camera, is that it was $10. This thing was $10. It had been clearanced off for a while, and they finally lowered it at... Dang. They finally lowered it from 20 to 10. I said, okay, for $10. For $10 I'll buy. I have no idea why they clearanced it off either. But for $10, I figured, you know, this might finally be worth it. Ah, darn game. Ugh. Alright, come on, game. Give me nothing but good things. Oh, come on! Cry. Just cry. Ah. Okay, I think I need to end the stream after this set of races. Yeah, I don't think I can play anymore. Oh gosh. The last time I picked up a book and read it, which was The Island of Dr. Moreau, I was on chapter 6 of a 22 chapter book. I just went and checked. So, why did you stop reading it, Sir Nerd? Gaming Legend, you have what do you have no idea about? I'm not gonna stop streaming, but my spirit definitely feels crushed. I feel so crushed. I did so terrible. I've actually not been doing well tonight, and I don't know why. Outside of the obvious reasons, I don't know why. Go easy on me. Ha! That's my line. That is my line. Again, if anybody's watching and you'd like to join, you're more than welcome to. There's the room ID on screen. I'm gonna give it just a second. About the CPU. Oh, okay. Gosh. Yeah, Peach, Gaming Legend, not you too. Go easy on me. Oh my gosh. I think y'all need to be taught a lesson about being gotten easy on. Oh gosh. Alright, I don't think anybody else is joining at the moment. So I think it's time I did something drastic. Yep, time to do something very drastic. I'm probably shooting myself in the foot by doing this, but yeah. All off. They should have filled up the item selection menu here. These two spaces should not be blank. But yeah, I bought the Piranha Plant camera. It was 10 bucks. It's actually... So before I bought it, I did do my own research. And the resolution on it's worse than the main Switch 2 camera that cost like $55. Because I just stopped going on my walks without music and the part of the book I was on started to get a bit boring. Joseph, is it the kitchen of chaos? I don't know, Sir Nerd, there's going to be boring parts of books, though. That's kind of a thing, because that's how stories go. You have the highs, and then you have the lows, and you gotta get through the lows in order to get to the highs again. So, it's just how it works. This is probably going to be detrimental to me, but... Wow, not a single item yet. I finally got an item. Wow, I was in first for a few seconds. Dang. Oh, by the way, PSA. If you are wanting to fill out your Switch collection and you have a GameStop relatively close to you, GameStop is selling some Switch games for only $15 brand new. I don't remember all of them, but 2 of them I do remember are... Oh, 3 of them. So there's 3 of them I remember. The Super Mario Brothership game, Super Mario RPG, and Final Fantasy's Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII. So if you don't have any of those games, check your local GameStop, because they're going for $15 brand new. And of those, I would highly recommend, at the very least, Super Mario RPG. That is a really good classic game. And for $15, you really can't beat it. And the deal is only in store, so if you check their website, you can see if the store has stock, and like you can order it for pickup at the store online. But you can't order it online and get it shipped to you. They won't do that. At least that's what I've seen. So there might be some other games that are 15, but those, what I'd say, those 3 are the ones I remember for sure. $15 for what was 2 of them was $60 originally, and Crisis Core was $50, I think. Crisis Core is good, but I know that probably most of you would rather be playing Mario RPG than Crisis Core. Again, Mario RPG is really good. As long as you like turn-based RPGs. Huh? I got 6th? The computer beat us. Wow, good game. Cali fan, hello, welcome to the stream. How you doing? It's a 480p camera, is it? Oh shoot, I didn't mean to pick that one. No! Yeah, I would honestly say don't give up on the books. Find a book that you really want to read and read it. And get through it. Because reading is actually good for your brain. It's 480p. I knew that the Piranha Plant camera wasn't all that particularly good as far as resolution. At least it was worse than the Switch One, the Switch 2 Nintendo specifically. But the Piranha Plant actually detaches from its base, so it can be used in handheld mode, which is actually kind of nice. And it actually also, the base kind of flips out to where you can put it on top of a TV like my webcam does, because that's how I have my webcam for streaming. It flips out. I have it attached to the top of my TV that I'm looking at for the games I'm playing. I don't know who is in front of me. Ah, darn it. Oh, darn it, darn it, darn it. Oh man, if only that had been the last lap, I would have gotten first. Darn it. Now I'm in 8th. How the heck did I wind up in 8th? Darn game. Ow! No, I have no blue shells. I can't throw anything. 4th. Darn it. Good game. Mandy Anusuki. Mandy Ansuki. Hi. How can I call you nerd? Oh, Anna. Hi. Anna, why were you sad? But schoolwork. Well, hey, I'm glad you're here, Anna. Welcome to the stream. If you'd like to join, you're more than welcome to. And the official Nintendo camera is 720p. Yeah, and I know the official Nintendo camera has a wider range of view, at least. So, but for $10, you know, what would you do? Would you spend the $55 for the Nintendo official camera, or would you go for the $10 Piranha Plant one? You know? Gaming Legend, stop trying to be in first so often. You don't want to be in first, you want to be in fourth. Yes, there you go. You wish to be in fourth. For Jose, you wish to be behind me. No, you do not want to be in front of me. Behind me. Yeah, what am I doing? Y'all ain't listening. Come on, I need to get first place. Where's the finish line? Get me the finish line! No! I got fourth. Well, at least one thing, I'm consistent. Good game. Kelly Finn, you're playing Sky? Let's see here. What am I doing? In the book before that, which was War of the Worlds, from where I was still in that phase, I gave up on it for the same reason. It was getting boring and over sluggishly paced. Yeah, sluggish. Well, sluggish is a word. You're good, sir nerd. You're good. So I got the camera, the Piranha Plant camera. Skunktronics, hello, welcome to the stream. How you doing? So I got the Piranha Plant camera at the local grocery store, Meijer. So I've talked about Meijer in the past, but yeah, they had it clearance off for $10, which is wild. I have no idea why they had the $40 camera thing. They still have the regular Switch 2 camera priced appropriately, but the Piranha Plant one was clearanced off before. Didn't make any sense, but yeah. It's been funny lately how prices have been going on games and stuff. How you can find really good deals out there if you look. And for anybody that's just joined, I did mention this earlier, but if you're interested in some good Switch 1 games, if you haven't picked up like Super Mario RPG or Mario and Luigi Brothership or Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII, GameStop has those on sale for $15. Check your local GameStop if you're interested in any of those. For brand new copies for $15. Is pretty wild. And Super Mario RPG, again, in particular, is one that I would highly recommend. If you are interested in any of them, or just interested in grabbing a new game in general, or Mario RPG, it's a good one. Come on, y'all. Let me get first at least once. Okay. And if anybody's watching and you'd like to join, you are, of course, more than welcome to. Dive on in here. More the merrier and all that. No way, bro, Jose. Ah, no way. My first place. No. Wait, I got second. How'd that happen? Yay, I'll take it. Good game, good game. Jadendario Alvarado, hello, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Sluggishly paced, I was trying to say something along the lines of it being long-winded. I understand. That is so not fair. I did that hoping to shake up things, and it didn't change a darn thing. Darn it. Oh gosh. Alright, in any case, if anybody's watching and you'd like to join, there's the room ID on screen. You can also shoot me a friend request if you'd like. My friend code is down in the description of the stream. I've never heard of Myers. Well, it's M-E-Y-E-R-S. Actually, is that right? That's not right. Myers is M-E-I-J-E-R. Meyer, M-E-I-J-E-R. Look it up. It's based out of Michigan, so it's kind of central U.S., Midwest kind of thing. Gosh darn you, Joseph, why were you smiling when you said to me to be in the 4th place? Because I want to be first, darn it. Yeah, that's how you spell it. M-E-I-J-E-R. Meyer. I know it's not everywhere. But like I said, it's based in Michigan. And I don't actually know how far in any particular direction they go. I'm pretty sure it's more Midwest centered. Just like Kroger is Midwest technically, but they have built out with other companies like Albertsons and trying to think and I can't of all the different things. I'm in the South and I have never heard of it. Yeah, I don't know how far south it goes. It might go into Meyer might be in Kentucky, and that might be about as far south as they go. I know they're in Indiana. Tennessee, if you're actually curious. I've been to Tennessee, by the way. I have been to Tennessee. I've been to North Carolina. I'm trying to think, have I been further south than Tennessee? Have I been to Alabama? I know I've never been to Louisiana. I've been to Texas. Sort of. I've been across the country a little bit. But yeah. Alright, I'm guessing nobody else is joining it again. So I'm gonna crank the speed down for my own, just for my own personal sake. Yeah, let's go normal computers, I guess. Tyler, hello, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Hey, again, if anybody wants to join, you're more than welcome to. The nearest Meyer is Michigan. That can't be right. Bro, Jose, did you look it up? That can't be right. Better not be smiling when I lose. Gaming legend, let's be serious. You're never gonna lose. Beep. Tyler, you're doing fine. That's good. Oh gosh. Oh well, let's just go. Yeah, that can't be right. There's gotta be something closer than that to you, bros, eh? Because Ohio's gotta be closer than Michigan. The nearest one is to me is Bowling Green, Kentucky. Okay, so they are as far south as Kentucky then. That's what I was thinking. And I know where Bowling Green, Kentucky is, actually. Yes, Meijer is a grocery store chain. Yes. Tyler, you're fine. Okay. But yeah, it was surprising that they had done that, and even the worker didn't know why. Not that a worker would know, but obviously they were getting rid of stuff. And another thing they had clearanced off is the Super Mario World Switch 2 case, which I thought was funny. And I was half tempted to buy it, but I didn't because I really needed to keep my money for the groceries I was buying. Except for that camera, I bought that. Maybe I shouldn't have spent $10 on it, but I'm gonna get some use out of that. I got an idea or two. So. But it's just weird. Sometimes stores, the way they do clearances, especially Meijer, they don't make a whole lot of sense with how they clearance things off at times. Aw, dang it! That was lucky. So lucky. Ow. On. I got second! Yay! Why do they have that kind of stuff in a grocery store chain? The big thing for grocery stores now is to not just sell groceries, Sir Nerd. Meijer is more like a department store. Never mind, Ohio's the nearest one. So even the grocery store Kroger has clothing and toys and a drug department and all that. They don't have an electronics department like Meijer does, but Meijer has a full-on electronics department where they sell TVs, they sell video games. It's because if somebody's going to come into your store, one of the first things you want is to be able to sell them the most you can So having a variety of things is really important. So Meijer is kind of like a Walmart, more or less. Only Walmart is more built on everything else, and grocery was an afterthought. Whereas Meijer was built on a grocery store, and everything else is the afterthought. But they have a clothing department, they have groceries, they have electronics, they have toys, they have books. Yeah, actually, they have book. They actually have a pretty decent book section, much bigger than Walmart's. If you even want to call whatever Walmart has at any one point in time a book section. And Kroger doesn't have a book section, really. Kroger is more focused on groceries. But back to the whole idea of it all. If you have the ability to make money off of more than one thing, then you're more likely to stay in business. So that's the idea behind that. Tom Meats is in here, and I didn't even know it until now. There goes my guaranteed third place. Ow, what hit me? Dang it. Lost items. In fourth place. So no. In third place. This is getting better. Aw, oh, shoot! Slight, poor aiming! No, I got disconnected and lost all my points. No, gaming legend! Sir Nerd, your local Food Lion doesn't have that kind of stuff. You want that stuff too. But yeah, a lot of grocery stores, like Bro Jose said, they want to try and capitalize on the Walmart thing. So and it really depends on how they can establish distribution lines. So wait a minute. Am I the one that's got first place for points? By a fluke? Oh, whoa, whoa, darn it. Ah, darn it. I gotta do better. Go me, go! Ow. Aw, that is so messed up. He's giving me back-to-back boomerangs. That is so messed up. Aw, come on. Talk about adding insult to injury. Or injury to insult. Gah. Alright, game. Come on. Give me the good stuff. This is not the good stuff. Owie. Come on. What the heck? No! I think I've resigned myself to my fate. That ain't good. Come on. Oh wait, wow, crud. 6th! Oh, that ain't right. And I thought that Wawa and Whataburger coming in were a foreign concept to me. Bro Jose, your local grocery store started selling clothing for some reason. I will tell you the reason why. Do you want to know why a grocery store would start selling clothing? It's an easy answer if you don't know it. I've actually said it before, I'm pretty sure. I know why. Because of money. No, that's not. Well, that's part of the reason, but do you know the real reason why specifically clothing? And coping Walmart? Selling clothing, there is a monetary reason for selling clothing. But do you know specifically why it's clothing? There is a very specific reason why clothing is the choice that they made to sell in the store. Why did I get 2 green shells? Why when I throw green shells do I not hit anything ever? This is actually a test of how well y'all have been paying attention to me over the years. Oh, come on. That is not fair. I just wound up in 8. What the heck, game? This darn game better give me like 2 bullet bills in a row. Dang it. Good game. The weirdest thing that Food Lion does is sell deodorant and stuff like that. Well, that's drugstore stuff. Deodorant and soap and things like that, that's drugstore stuff. That's not actually weird. That's normal stuff for grocery stores. Is it because someone's never paid attention? Either I have never said it or someone's never paid attention to me. Alright, in any case, there's the room ID. If anybody would like to join, you are still more than welcome to. Please don't forget to hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. So, the very it's normal for groceries. Yeah, deodorants and things like that go with the drug department, and drug departments are pretty much a staple at grocery stores. But the specific reason why a grocery store would choose to sell clothing, outside of it's something everybody needs, clothing has what they call the highest markup of anything you can buy. It has the highest profit of margin. If you think about it, when you go and you see clearances on clothing at stores, what do you typically see the clearance price go for? Half off, 60, 70, 80% off. You know, when they clearance things off 80% off on clothing, they're still making a profit. When they clearance clothing off at 80% off, they're still making a profit. That's how high what they call the markup is on clothing. It's ridiculous. Yeah, clothing outside of it being expensive, they mark it up so high that they can afford to clearance it off and they can still make a profit. It's crazy, but that's how high the profit margins are on clothing. So that's why a grocery store would choose to sell clothing, because they, even when it comes down to marking it down to get rid of it, if they get stuck with it for some reason, they can stand to cut the price drastically and still make a profit off of it. But clothing, though, like I said a minute ago, it is a staple. Everybody has to have clothing, just like everybody has to have food to live. So, yeah. And I'm not saying all clothing has that ridiculous markup, but the vast majority of it does. So, like, if you see clothing get marked down by like 50%, they're still making a profit off of it. Some things like coats and things that are more involved in making, I think the profit margin is a little smaller, but it's still, they can stand to mark things down and still make a profit off it. So those sale prices you see on, that's why you don't want to buy that's why you don't want to pay full price for clothing. That's why Walmart's prices, I think, on some of their clothing is so inexpensive at times. They're still making profits. It's crazy. Oh gosh. But I mean, when you've got something that people have to have, and you can get into designer stuff and whatnot, you're seeing the reason why. Now you know. Remember, never pay full price for clothing. Always go for sales. Because it's just... It's gonna happen. Sales on clothing is an inevitability. Clearances on clothing is an inevitability. I usually shop clearances and sales when it comes to clothing. And typically I'll shop clearances. Because clearances are typically when you can get the best deals, as long as you can find the sizes that you need. And there is no reason to buy clothing at full price. Unless you are just outright desperate to have something very specific or a very specific reason. There's just no reason for it. And I'm talking like you're out somewhere and you like got no clothes and you need something right then, or you're like you need a suit and you can't wait or something like that. Those kind of cases, you want to shop smart anyways, but yeah. All Inkling race? Did I miss something? Let's do an all Inkling race. I don't know if we can get everybody on board for that. The more I talk about this stuff, the more I want to start my own grocery store chain. Groceries are a harder thing. So there's profit margins on groceries. But sometimes the profit margins are smaller because you're having to compete on a different scale. Let's all play as Inkling. Does anybody else want to do that? Actually, am I the only one that... Okay, so me and Gaming Legend are the only ones not playing as Inkling. I might switch to an Inkling in the next round of races. It might actually wind up being my last round. Gotta see what time it is after this set of races. Because I was thinking about closing out the stream around 9:30. But yeah, working in retail, I got to see profit margins. So I have an idea of how much money places are making on certain things. Electronics typically don't have a huge profit margin. Profit margin on most electronics is about 10% of what they're selling it to you for. So you can kind of gauge what the profit margin is for a piece of electronics based on how the sales go. So if something goes really, really cheap, then the profit margin is probably a bit more. But typically the higher end electronics, like computers, those have a thinner profit margin. Things like TVs have a slightly larger profit margin. speakers, home entertainment centers typically have things like that. DVD players, Blu-ray players. Those have slightly higher profit margins. Sometimes things actually have negative profit margins. Oh, I did see that, Sir Nerd. I did. I didn't miss it. I just didn't comment on it. It kind of got lost in the shuffle there. Big clothing trying to sabotage us. But again, it's a necessity. How'd I wind up? How am I in 5th? Oh, okay, I got 4th, but dang it. Oh, I thought it was funny too. I just didn't comment. I'm sorry. I just it just got lost in the shuffle. Oh wow, it's almost 9:30 anyways. I don't know how many races we've done in this set. Darn. So, like, for example, something that sometimes when places clearance things off, like for example the camera I bought, they were actually probably selling that at a loss and selling it at a loss just to get rid of it, clear away for new stuff. And sometimes that has to happen. Companies don't want to lose money on things, but that one was probably sold at a loss. Because I can't imagine that having a 50% profit margin on that, even. I just can't see that. If anything, it was probably a 30% maybe at the most profit margin on the camera that I bought. I could be wrong about that, but I just can't imagine it being any more than that. But clothing in particular typically doesn't go into negative profit margins. It has to be really, really far down there. Like 90% off, they might start, they probably are losing money then in selling it that low. And by the time it gets down to that, it is typically to just get rid of the darn thing because it's clogging up inventory space. But definitely still making a profit at the 70 and maybe typically the 80, I think, range for clearance. Just kind of depends on the clothing though. They need to bring back these themed courses for Mario Kart World. They need to give us our Legend of Zelda track. Or just Give us Legend of Zelda card. Zelda card! There we go. That's what we need. We need Zelda card. Zelda Kart World. Yeah, I got fourth, darn it. So, was that the... Okay, there must be one more. Let's see here. I can't tell, the point spread is too high. I think there might be one more race after this. Oh, who picked this Rainbow Road? It certainly wasn't me. Oh, shit. Oh, darn, 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 darn. Oh, wait, what am I... Wow, I'm actively sabotaging myself now. Why do I keep missing things? The sun, she's in my eyes, dang it. I thought I'd gotten the Xbox. Evidently not. Darn, sixth. Arrgh. Okay, that was the final race of that set. We'll do one more set and then I'm gonna call it a night. I'm seeing grocery stores having their own gas stations. Yeah, so that's actually a thing too, and of course Walmart has their own gas station. Meijer has their own gas station. Kroger has their own gas station. Pretty much all the grocery stores around me have their own gas station in some way, shape, or form. Except for Meijer technically doesn't right here at the one I shop at. In fact, none of them right here have it, so. Oh, Tom Means left. Okay, well. I guess that means Tyler left, so. If anybody wants to join, this is your final call. I am gonna go pretty much straight into the final set, though. So yeah, let's just go for it. Maybe I'll pump it up to 150 cc. Gonna take a break. Okay, Tyler. This is the final set though, everybody. This is the last set of races I'm doing for the night. I don't actually know what the profits are on gasoline, but I do believe that they make more money on the other things they sell in the gas station than they do on the actual gas. At least that's what I've heard before. So having a gas station, I don't know. I've just heard that they make more money off of the other things they sell, like the drinks and stuff. And those are typically marked up anyways, more I think in gas stations. So the food they make more off of than the gasoline, but don't take that for sure because I've only heard that before. I don't know if it's actually true. I've never worked in a gas station. I don't know what the profit margins are on any of the stuff they sell. I got coin. By the way, I'm just gonna go ahead and say this here now while I'm thinking about it. Next week, I am. What am I doing? Next week, I am celebrating the 1,000 subscribers on the channel. I'm doing that next week. So, pretty much gonna be kind of business as usual, just special thumbnails saying 1,000 subscriber celebration. Unless I change my mind and decide to do something additional, which I haven't really committed to. But that's the plan. Celebrate 1,000 subscribers next week. I already have next week's stream schedule all figured out. Unless I decide to tweak it slightly. Like which game I'm streaming on which day and whatnot. I'm hoping though that it being next week that more people will be able to join. Crud. Darn lightning came at the worst possible time. Yes, Bullet Bill, put me in second, please. Yeah, I didn't figure it would. I'd be asking for too much. If anything, it just got me closer to the... For the 1,000 sub special. I should give away $1,000. Oh, sure. Are you gonna provide the $1,000, Bro Jose? Tell you what, you help me make $1,000 and I'll give it away. Or you give me $1,000 and I'll give it away. Hmm. I think that's what... Actually, I know that's what you volunteered, Bro Jose. You volunteered to give me $1,000 to give away. Do you realize if I actually did that, if I actually gave away $1,000, I would have probably 1 million subscribers if I announced that. I would probably hit 1 million subs overnight. Aw, come on! Game likes to give me the red shells and then take them away. Good game. You seen it here first. Bro Jose just said he'd give me $1,000. Oh wait, now there's getting conditions put on it. You make me the winner. Well, what good is that? If you give me $1,000 only to make you the winner, what the heck? And as for me having $1,000, I don't have $1,000 to give away. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Man, I wish I had $1,000 to give away. I would like to do a giveaway, but honestly, I don't know if I can afford to. So that's why I'm saying it's going to be pretty much business as usual. If something changes and I think I can do it, I will definitely say something. But as it stands right now, I just don't see how I can do it. So for the rest of the week, my stream schedule is already up, obviously, but tomorrow I will be streaming Splatoon 3. So, and then Friday is, of course, Tomodachi Life, and then Saturday is Pokemon Pokopia. So those should be fun streams. The game evidently wants to make me a superstar. Ah, Brose! No! Thought I had red shelled you, darn it. A Tomodachi Life giveaway or Splatoon Raiders giveaway. Oh. Listen. If y'all want me to do more giveaways, I gotta be bigger channel, man. Gonna be real with you. Thought that I've kicked around is that I could give away the games that I'm streaming. But I can't do it because I'm not making any money. You saw that red shell and how do you just move away from a red how do you just move away from a red shell? It was an idea. I'm 2 steps ahead. Elemental, I've had the same idea, honestly, and I would love to do it. I really would. I just can't. You don't know how much it bugs me to not be able to do what I want to do. I hate this course, by the way. In case you didn't know, I hate this course. And whoever picked it, aka Broseph, I got it out for you. You so gonna get it, dude. You so gonna get it. Give me a bullet bill, just get me through this section, please. Please. Please, 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 please. Or I'll just get by on my Luigi hooks. Dive into the water. This water has gotta be cold. Bullet bill! Yay! Shoot, I shouldn't have triggered that when I did. Oh, that ain't right. Get the item box and instantly lose item thanks to lightning. Game hates me. Darn it, good game. For all that I know, you can give away a signed art by you. Signed art like what? Oh well. How about you should give your biggest #1 fan $1? Well, Bro Jose, we all know who my biggest #1 fan is. That's Mario. Actually, no, I take that back. My biggest #1 fan is someone who's always at all my streams. Gaming Legend. That's my biggest fan. Like, you do a drawing, sign it, and send it to someone's P.O. box. I'm not that good at drawing. Nope, sorry, Bro Jose. My #1 fan has got to be Gaming Legend because Gaming Legend is at every stream. Who's the second biggest fan? It would either have to be Sir Nerd or Elemental because both of you come to almost every stream too. Thanks, Gaming Legend. I appreciate you too. Bro Jose is probably down there around 4th or 5th. Though at the rate he's going and saying that he's #1, he's probably willing to fight for it. I'm your second biggest fan. Oh gosh, too funny. This is too funny. So the second is Titus. Y'all get just so you know, to some degree I am playing around here. You realize that, right? I don't know who the first and second. I don't even keep track of all that. I do know. The only thing that I mentally keep track of, and it's only because I see it happening on a continual basis, is who is always at my streams. So I do pay attention to that. I see who of you is always at the streams. And Gaming Legend is always the first person here. And Elemental is usually right there with him. And Sir Nerd, you are usually always right there near or around the beginning of streams too. And Bro Jose, I know you try. I know you try and I know you're busy. So I pay attention to that. But as for who really is my #1 biggest fan, that's something only you guys can really answer. Because in a way, I probably have more than one #1 biggest fan, honestly. Probably all of you here aren't my #1 biggest fan. So that's not something that I keep track of. I just appreciate the support. So, but you all can fight over that. Oh gosh. I'm the first person here spiritually. That doesn't count, Bro Jose. Alright, in any case, time for me to go. So, I already said the stream schedule. Tomorrow I will, of course, be back with Splatoon 3 and yada yada yada. So, yeah, I hope to see y'all again tomorrow. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. But, as always, don't forget to take a break from life and nerd out. See you next time, everyone. Bye.